Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is VGC Extended. I'm D-Man, and I'm here with Paul. Hey, Paul, how's it going?
Good.
Well, Paul, looks like we're going to go back to the early 80s, in the Atari era. This is a really awesome game called Icebreaker, and as you can see on the screen here, it's got some pretty challenging obstacles. What do you think from seeing it?
I don't know how I'm going to be able to play it, but I'll still do it anyway.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to, since I've had the most experience on playing this game, I'm going to be the first one to give it a shot, so that we can get an idea. As you can see, like, as you're stepping on the white icebergs down below, it builds up an igloo up above, and your goal is to get up there without the bear attacking you. So,
okay.
But the good news is, in the very first levels, the bear will not be seen. So let's give it a shot. So basically, we're just that's the water, and these are the icebergs, and our goal is to constantly go back and forth. Try not to get in the way of the birds or any objects that are flying through, because they will drag you into the water. So every time you step on an iceberg, it's like a brick to the igloo. And it looks like boom, boom, and then you just go right up there. And then all of a sudden we just get more points. So what do you think? How it goes?
Oh my gosh.
And this is where the icebergs have split. Now these are goldfish. Goldfish actually give you good points. You want to get as many points as possible. So, you know, you want to try to get as many goldfish as possible. And because the more points you get, the more extra lives you get. The one thing about Atari, all their games, they only give you 3 lives. Oh, look at this, is all fishies. Yay, fishies! Oh, look, and then we're going to end this level with all the fishes and the builds. And as you keep playing, the game actually gets faster. As you notice, see the icebergs are moving faster. Now we've got double fish, we got crab. I mean, these guys are here to cause problems. There is another feature on here. If you ever were to get stuck in a bind, you can actually press the button on your Atari and you can make the iceberg move the other direction. But if you do it once the igloo's built, you can do it as many times. If you press the button as you're building the igloo, you will lose a brick.
Oh, okay.
So, and right now the bear has joined us, so the goal is now they're making it tougher for us to get to the igloo. And as you will see, we will have a much difficult... You'll notice as we're playing the levels, they're going to get faster and faster and faster. So now it looks like we're in the night version. See how the icebergs are moving even faster?
Yep.
So, you know, it's, I would say I probably have gotten to a very advanced level where these things were moving so fast. Everyone was looking at me like, wow, you're able to do this? And I'm like, don't ask me how. So, what do you think so far?
I don't know how to compete with this, but yeah.
Well, it's really amazing because a lot of people used to mock the Atari in today's generation. And they don't realize that they think these games are very easy. Look at, like, the split icebergs. Look, they come together. Look, I just got hit by a bird. Yeah. They got put right in the water. But now the icebergs here actually come together and they separate. So it just gets even more difficult. You know, you can actually do some pretty wide jumps, you know.
Yeah.
But now it's like I'm going through some challenges right now. Oh crap, it's in the water. Oh, well, at least the igloo is still there built. Now we just gotta get in there. But back to what we were saying is that these games are actually pretty challenging. Especially when all you have is a joystick and a button. You know?
Yeah. It's definitely got its... I think it's the simplicity of it, but they're still able to make a challenge.
Yeah. Well, the one thing that Atari is there's no cheat codes. There's no way to cheat off this game at all. You know? And it's like you have to like really have some math skills, you know. You gotta be able to do maneuvers, you gotta be able to do tricks, you gotta do all kinds of stuff. I think this is how, like, in our generation, how we were known to be well-skilled gamers, because if you were able to skill yourself well on the Atari, then you should be able to play any other game console in the future very well, you know. But well, now we're in a different challenge where there's three sea creatures, and now I'm trying to move the icebergs where looks like we're gonna be able to get free. That looks good. And that's all we're doing. We're just gonna keep advancing. Looks like now, and as you can see, look how fast the icebergs are moving. I mean, it's pretty crazy. The bear's moving faster. I mean, it's
Doesn't even like your timing right.
yeah. Thank God it's just one of the creatures here, because if there were 2 or 3, I can only imagine trying to get out of it. You know? I'm sitting here pressing the button. See, I'm shifting the icebergs. So far, the bear hasn't gotten me yet. Overall, what did you think about the 8-bit games in the Atari?
The 8-bit games, for what they lacked in graphics quality, they made up for in gameplay most of the time, so which was a good thing. Some of it's a little bit. It's not my some of them are not my favorite games, but I never really grew up with playing these games, so I just kind of play them now. So for now, it's like they did a lot with what was very little.
Yeah.
So it's amazing some of these games actually run.
How many megabytes do you think it took to make these games back in the day?
Less than a megabyte. This probably fits on, you know, we're talking like kilobytes. Because each of these little ROM things are really expensive. So.
And I'm assuming kilobytes back in the 80s was considered like a gigabyte.
Yeah, yeah, they were. There was a lot. Like, we'll have to do a. We'll have to open one of these up to show everyone what to do a tutorial. So see what's behind here, the technology. So.
Yeah, and we're just as we're playing. As you notice, folks, this game's getting faster. It's getting a little more difficult. Oops, I have 8 lives. Now down to 7, you know. So the one thing I love about this game is that it does give you some decent extra lives, you know, better than some other games that Atari has. But overall, it's been one of my most favorite. I think the one thing I like about these games is when you're playing against 2 players and you're in a room, you can actually have some serious competitions with these type of games. And see who can score the highest, who can actually who can get through the longest levels, you know. It's just amazing, you know. But this is actually pretty challenging.
Yeah, Activision did a wonderful job with this. So.
Was Activision one of the only main video game companies out there at this time?
I don't know. I don't know too much about the history behind it, but I know I'm assuming that there's quite a few, and some of them were absorbed or bought out. You know, one game gets bought, you know, one hit wonder, and then that video game company is absorbed by like Activision or Nintendo or something like that, and then that's how they create those. They take those really talented people, those programmers, and then they integrate it into their own, and then that's what we have today. So
I think the one thing is I will always respect the Atari brand, because the Atari brand is what made Nintendo to be able to do what it did back in the 80s with the NES. It's helped Sega, it's helped PlayStation, it's helped, you know, it's encouraged so many companies out there to make incredible video game consoles. You know, I think Atari's biggest mistake was the crash of '84. Atari's biggest mistake was they never put a protective chip to make it where people that made games couldn't play them on the console. Back in the day, Atari, basically, you could make a game and you can make it work on the Atari.
yeah.
And there were a lot of people out there that were making crappy games that they were just selling. They didn't need Atari's approval at all. I mean, it was really sad. It was.
There's that really famous one, E.T., which I read the review actually of it, the programmer, and part of the reason why that game was so horrible is because they gave them the developing time for it was, you know, ridiculous for the technology that they had back then, and the guy performed a miracle. I read the article on it. I have to go find it. We'll probably have to find the link. I'll have to go hunt it down because it's really a good read because the actual developer was, he's like, I produced something out of thin air because, we have a movie here. Oh, we need to make a game for it. Okay, yeah, I can do that. The guy worked on it for probably, I'm trying to remember, it was like 6 weeks and developed a game, which in that time was, phenomenal. So, because it usually would take almost half a year to develop, like 6 months, to do all the debug and everything. That's the reason why, part of the reason why that game didn't do so well is because they didn't have that time to really take their time to actually develop a quality game. They just quickly created it because of the movies back then, because everything was all movie based. They didn't really care about quality. They just we got E.T. Here we go, and that's it. So,
well, it's like just like the whole myth in New Mexico when they dug up in the landfill and they actually found out that it was a myth for over 30 years to find out that it was actually a real thing. But games like Icebreaker here were really, these were some classics for Atari. And as you can see, we're varying at high advanced levels. You can just see, I guess the best thing Atari could do when they were Activision was making these games was make them go faster, make them get tougher, and that was one of the biggest challenges. So far I broke 100,000 points.
Well, that's good.
9 levels. Oh, now I got a fish symbol. I always couldn't figure out what the fish symbol meant. I guess it's because I'm considered a pro gamer on this, because not many people can get this far. I'm actually pretty proud that I'm able to show the fans out there how fast this game can actually move. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do this because I'm not the great on Atari games. This is still good.
Yeah, I mean, I just skipped right through that bear. I mean, the one thing I will tell you, it's quite challenging, but right now it is challenging. It's going to get even faster. I've seen this thing get really crazy, and I'm like, wow. It's like, I'm just quite proud that I'm able to show everybody just how advanced this game can get. Not many people can get this far.
Yeah, no, it requires a certain finesse of skill and talent to get to this far, because it looks easy, but it really isn't. With just the joystick and the button, it's a lot different in real life. So
it's getting harder now. And now you gotta time it. Now you gotta time it because and then because you're going so fast, it's like you're constantly on the move. So I am dying left and right now because it's just getting really tough. Wow, I just escaped death. Moving along. I just lost count what level we're on. That's just how crazy it's been. I mean, if you guys were able to see me with the joystick right now, my hands are going crazy having to move back and forth because how fast this thing's going.
Yeah, you gotta really work it.
Man. I wonder how Pebbles would do on this.
Yeah, I know.
I think JD would get a laugh on that one.
Yeah, he would.
But I mean, this is amazing. I mean, I'm at 133,000 points. Just look how crazy this thing's moving. I mean, it's like, dang. And picture, folks, moving this fast with a joystick and a button.
Yeah, no, it's not easy. I wish we had a camera because it's like moving it quickly.
I am going crazy with this controller. It's like, I'm afraid I'm going to break it. But it looks like I am getting very close to... Oh, the bear finally got me. Ouch. Ripped my shorts. He literally ate my shorts. Oh, there we go again. So he's like trying to prevent me from going in that igloo.
He's really on the defense now.
Whoa, wow. I just went out of control right there, but saved myself.
Yeah.
Did you see how I bounced back and forth like that? I was like, oh crap, oh crap. You know, I'm like, what am I doing? Oh my goodness, I wish I could videotape my hands on this controller right now. It's just crazy right now.
Just don't break it.
Nope. Yeah, I know. I don't want to break a priceless, I call it a priceless antique right now. Wow, this is pretty crazy. Come here, bear.
I'm surprised with these controllers they lasted so long because Atari is known not to have really horrible quality controllers. Like, I don't remember which one we had. I think it's the one after this one that we have. It's like the controllers were just made out of like cardboard. So I mean, I know that was one of the bigger complaints. Part of the reason why Atari kind
Wasn't it all plastic parts in the gears?
Some of it was, most of them were plastic, but it's just the quality, the way it was put together, the electrically connected, was just horrible. I had to take one apart to see if we could repair it. They're so flimsy, so cheaply made that I was surprised that the console even made it out before.
Yeah.
It's amazing that it worked, even in brand new. So.
Alright. Oh man, 161,000. I don't know, Paul. Do you think I can make it to 200,000?
Maybe.
With 2 lives. Now 1 life.
Maybe.
Let's put a challenge on that. Let's see if I can get down to 200,000. I'm getting there. Let's see what happens. All I know is this thing is just getting, and it's getting faster and faster.
Okay, you got extra lives. You got 2 now.
Now back to 1.
Now it's zipping by now.
This might be on the challenging side, but nope. I think I got 1 more. Alright, let's see if we can get through this. That fish, that's a savior right there. Oh, looks like I didn't hit the 200,000. That's
over.
actually pretty impressive for 168,400, but you actually got to see, I think we were almost at like, what, level 15, almost level 20? I mean, just to see how crazy fast. It's like, that's the one thing about Atari. It was like the games just get faster and harder and difficult. You know, there's no storyline behind them at all like today's games have. But I mean, this was the Atari era. It was like it was like how difficult, how fast, and who could score the highest points. I mean, there were back in my day, we had video game competitions for who could score the highest point or who could pass the fast level. But you know, I think this was a really fun experience. What do you think?
Yeah, it was. It was, you know, it's different because most of the time, most games now you don't hop back and forth because they usually like some other like storyline to it or something like that. But this one is just pretty basic, but it's still entertaining to watch and play. So
yeah, and I'm really proud that I was able to show all you guys out there in YouTube land that how fast and how crazy this game can get. So I think this will pretty much end our segment on Icebreaker, but thank you guys for taking the time. I'm sorry if it seemed a little long, but at least you guys were able to get a good entertainment and watching me go crazy getting through those levels. But anyway, this is VGC Extended, and you know, thank you guys for watching. You know, Paul, anything you like to say before we go?
No, I mean, this is good. I think it's a good example. So
we really should. Our fans should help us by subscribing to our channel. Huh?
Yeah, I think they should just a little bit.
You know, and you know, we also have a Facebook page and we have a website, and you know, come check us out. You know, come check us out weekly. We're gonna have tons of videos. We're gonna be doing season 1, and basically we're just gonna keep releasing a bunch of really cool retro games, and we want you guys to subscribe and keep in touch. You know, and also give us your feedback. We really would like to hear any suggestions or maybe any certain games out there you'd like us to try. So, but you know, until then, this is D-Man and Paul from VGC Extended, and we will see you guys next week when we discuss more retro video games.